Alright, cool. So, I'm just gonna establish this C cup just because it's a little light. I want to make sure that I don't um, mess this portion up, make it too light when I'm doing this fade. So, once we do that, we'll start our initial guideline. It's gonna be skin on the sides, and for a lot of barbers, I feel like they have trouble with this type of haircut. Of course, I followed up with the shaver. Now we're gonna start establishing our foundation, right? Like the base, like the highest guard that we're gonna use blended into the sides. But you can see I'm leaving length around the and below the ridge area because we want to keep some bulk there. So we'll follow that up with the 1.5 guard or the 4.5 millimeter, and it's open. If you see the lever, you can see it's open. Going up right underneath that. We're trying not to create lines, guys. Alright, now we have our number 2 guard, and we're just kind of, even though we didn't create a line, we're really marrying the 1.5 to the 3 guard with that 2 guard. We didn't have to do much because it was almost already blended. So now we have our number 1 guard, or 3 millimeter, and it's all the way open, following up right underneath. Now it's closed. You can see the levers up. You can see it's closed. We're trying our hardest not to create a line. If you stay below the area you just finished with the previous guard, you should be okay. And even if you create a little bit of a line by tilting the clipper, using the corners, or going back to the guard you previously used, you'll remove that little bit of a line. Here we're going to skip the half guard, and we're going straight to our blade all the way open, trying not to create a line. And you can see it's almost blended. We pretty much skipped the half guard. Now I typically will always use the half guard when I'm detailing. For me, it's a detailing guard. So now my blade is all the way closed, and we're starting to remove the guideline. We're trying to remove it without having to open the lever. On some people you can get away with it, on some you can't. And if you do get away with it, typically, again, when I'm detailing, I may play with the lever a little bit, but we did most of this fade without much lever work, and now we're starting to define the line. We use this Andy Slimline Pro Li, pulling the hair up because we don't want to line up the hair that's and cut and sacrifice length on the top. Trying to keep the hairline as natural as possible. And you guys can see from the front profile there is a lot of length on the side still. So we did a good job, I feel like, keeping that bulk on the sides while still giving it a blended look. Now this is the blend without detailing it, right? We went ahead and lined it up. We'll start to do shear work now, and the whole idea is to get through your system quickly as possible, and then spend as much time towards the end detailing that you need. If you have a 30-minute haircut, for example, spend the last 10 minutes if it takes you 20 minutes to complete all of this, and detail. And here we're getting the length, and we're using the length on the sides of the head as our guideline, and we're going all the way through, as you can see here. Now we're just kind of cleaning up anything that didn't connect, or didn't look, that just doesn't look to your standard. And we'll begin to detail. I think that's what I'm doing here. I think I'm detailing now. And you guys can follow along with the color code on the bottom left corner. When I'm detailing, I'm using a lot of corner work and stuff like that. That's one of the things in the hands-on course that I can really get hands-on and pretty much hold your hand and show you, the different tilts, the different angles. I also teach how to pretty much skip as many guards as possible, and not use lever work. And I'm able to show you how I hold the clipper, how I use it, and it's just on another level. I mean, the testimonials say it all. So and if that's something you're interested in, towards the end, the end of the video, there's always pretty much a tour list, a list of all the cities that we'll be visiting. Tampa is this weekend, it's this Sunday, so I'm excited for that. It's the 8th, just in case I drop this video after Tampa. And again, guys, you can follow along with the color code and make sure you're paying attention to the lever. And this typically is the most dense area, I tell you guys, like every video. So I spent a little bit of time here making sure that it looks like it belongs to, you know, the sides. Alright, here we're using the thinning shear just to they're actually blending shears just to get blended a little bit better. Alright, so I'm not gonna part the hair and do a whole lot of parting and stuff, because honestly, this is at this length. He just came back to me last week. We did all the parting and made sure everything was even there. Here we're just doing maintenance work, right? So we'll just, you know, go through, cut just the ends pretty much, because sometimes hair does grow uneven. So you're just making sure everything's even, pretty much collecting the ends, and then, you know, we'll do some detail work, and that would be by thinning the hair out, giving it some texture, and you know, you don't have to do a organized shear haircut every time, especially if your client comes in every week or 2 weeks, man. Alright, so here we're just gonna quickly dry the hair and prepare it pretty much. I'm drying the hair pretty much and brushing it forward to prepare for the texturizing, because this hair is a little bit curly, so the straighter I can get it, the easier it'll be to texturize it. And here I'm just making sure the front is even, the front fringe. And now we're gonna create some volume with the blow dryer. A lot of barbers do not use the blow dryer, and it's literally the #1 tool for hairstyling. Alright, now we're defining the beard. This is quick. This is just, line up the bottom, follow it with the shaver, and then we'll line it up. No trimmer. We'll line it up with the razor using Tomb 45 shave gel, which you can get at tomb45.com, including this triple cartridge razor. Just a light plug-in for my products. These are my products, in case you didn't know. I don't have sponsors on YouTube. I sponsor myself, so and if you're not familiar with how Tomb 45 was created, there's a video called My Story and What is Tomb 45. Literally, it was if you're a new subscriber, it was the subscribers' ideas. It was Tomb 45 barbers, essentially, right? So I don't try to sell my product, but people are gonna ask me anyways what kind of shave gel I use and what kind of razor I use, so I'll say it real quick. But you guys can see, man, the straight razor just brings it all together, man. Especially a beard like this. Like he's never grown out his beard before, so he's like, I don't know if I can get a beard or whatever. And it's not a full beard, but it connects. And I think it suits him well. Alright, so now we're using product. The product I'm using is actually a Tomb 45 product, hairstyling product. It's not out yet. It'll be out in November. I'm super excited to announce we'll have 3 different hairstyling products to start off with. But this is the finished product, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned a lot. Like always, man, smash that subscribe button, hit that like button. Helps the channel out so much when you hit the like button. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Mark Limos, checking in from Chris Bacio's Look and Learn and Hands-On class. This was a very tense day. It started from 9 a.m. and then at 9 in the night. We went over various techniques and different structures that I really added to my game back home. But what really impressed me was when he gave me that phone call and really inquired about the things that I needed him to focus on in the class. Which means that he tailored the class to every individual's needs, which is something I've never seen an educator do before. I believe this class is for everybody, whether you've been studying the game for 2 months and never did a fade before, or you're just an experienced barber over 5 years and just looking to add that one trick to the bag, which will take you to the next level. I just want to thank you, Chris, for dropping them nuggets, and I'll see you again in the future, man.